Hello, hello, hello! Hey up guys, continuing my coverage of Drag Race UK. Today I'm going to be talking, reviewing, discussing episode 2. As always, going to issue the massive spoiler warning. If you guys haven't seen the episode, why are you here? But if you don't mind spoilers, stick around. I'm just giving you fair warning. There will be spoilers from the episode, so yeah, been warned, alright? So let's talk about episode 2. I enjoyed this episode. Didn't enjoy it as much as the first episode because I just remember laughing a lot more in the first one. Which is funny because this episode was all about an acting challenge designed to make us laugh, and yet I ended up laughing more in the first episode when that was just due to Runway looks. So yeah, shows you there's definitely a little bit of dip in quality in this episode, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. It was kind of expected because in the first episode everything was all shiny and new and exciting for both the queens and for us the audience to see how the show was going to work. And now that they've lost one queen, the competition is starting to really heat up. True colours are beginning to show, although it would appear not so much for Cheryl Hole. The other queens called her out this week for being fake. Vinegar Strokes says that she could see Alyssa Edwards and she could see Gemma Collins, but she hadn't seen the real Cheryl Hole yet. And when they confronted her about it, it did seem to cut deep. To be honest, this might actually be the best thing for Cheryl Hole because the queens have called her out on it quite early in the run, so it's not going to be a prolonged thing of watching a queen putting on a fake facade like we did with Hydrangea Estranger. And when she got called out for being fake, she got real. She admitted to switching on a different persona in order to stand out. And to her, I say, well done for being honest. I will agree she was overdoing it with the tongue pops and the shady comments designed to get attention, but it was when she tearfully said that either you stand out or you stand in the shadows that she won me over because she was being genuine. She's just insecure about not being noticed. But I get where she's coming from because she knows that this TV show is going to make her a bigger star and she wants to show the world that she is a star, so she is amping it up and showing off. It is a drag queen's job to entertain after all. However, I think the problem is she's trying too hard to be the queen that she thinks that the audience wants her to be. The shady, tongue-popping Yas queen. Like the Vivienne says, that's more the American style of drag, and it feels like she's trying to pander to that audience. But Cheryl Hole is forgetting the most important thing about being on this TV series. If you want to succeed at it, the best people are their true selves. And it's only when you show your true self that the audience will fall in love with you. And when she admitted that she was afraid to let her guard down and then got all vulnerable about it, that's when I connected with her. I empathize with her. If she wants to win this, then she has to allow herself to be vulnerable because that's genuine and there's strength in vulnerability. I hope she carries this lesson forward because I do see her as a strong competitor. So week 2 was an acting challenge. The queens were divided into 2 separate teams. The team captains were the Vivienne and Scardey Cat. On Vivienne's team, she had Baga, Chipz, Ting, Wong, and Vinegar Strokes. On Scardey Cat's team, she had Blue Hydrangea, Cheryl Hole, Davina, DeCampo, and Crystal. Both teams had to act out some campy scenes of a Downton Abbey parody called Downton Draggy, and they were judged on star quality, stage presence, and laugh-out-loud moments. Team the Vivienne, or Team Slag as they like to be called, won this challenge, and that was probably due to Baga Chipz' hilarious scene-stealing role as the Cockney maid, very Dick Van Dyke. What's up your bum? Just terrible Cockney accent, and she's actually from London, but okay. Something Wong must have been very grateful for her teammates because she was by far the weakest in this challenge. Team Scardey Cat were the losing team and were all potentially up for eviction, but I do agree with the 2 people that were in the bottom. However, if this had been a challenge where all the queens were judged individually, I would have thought Something Wong was probably in the bottom too, because yeah, she really wasn't good this week. But yeah, because they were judged as a team, the 2 weakest members were the 2 youngest people, which was team captain, Scardey Cat, and Blue Hydrangea. When it comes to the lip sync, it was a close one, but I will say I think Ru picked the right person to go home, and that was Scardey Cat. I was getting a little bit fed up with Scardey Cat this week because she started off the episode by saying, oh, I've only been doing this for 5 minutes. I was just like, okay, arrogant much? Listen up, Twink, you can put an outfit together and you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Because you are on the biggest show in the world for drag artists and you're getting cocky about your lack of experience? Check your privilege and learn some humility. That will get you a lot further than acting like top dog. Oh, sorry, top cat. Your performance in the acting challenge was just a whimpery version of Pheromone. Ugh. I will admit she can throw a look together, but that's all it is. It's just on the surface. What else does she have to offer? That lip sync was quite underwhelming, but it was the 2 youngest remaining queens in the competition, so I shouldn't be that surprised. Blue Hydrangea was better than Scardey Cat, but there was no moment where I was like, whoa, that's a performer. She did do that one bit where she went to the back of the stage and jumped and it looked like she was going to do something cool, and then she just went down on her knees. Okay. No roll, no splits, no flip, no cartwheel, just, oh, I've gone down on my knees. Okay. Wow, this is worth the price of a ticket. And Scaredy Cat. Mountaintop. Twice? Really? Anyway, this just goes to show that Vivienne's mini challenge to line up all the queens from top to bottom and who she sees as competition was strikingly accurate, because all the young'uns at the bottom didn't seem to pose much threat to her, and yes, the bottom one went home, and that was Scaredy Cat. Davina DeCampo, bless her, she is her own worst critic and enemy. She wasn't happy with her performance in the acting challenge, yet she was leaps and bounds ahead of all the rest of her teammates. I also liked her Bond Girl Glamorama outfit, I thought that was fab. Vinegar Strokes though, I worry for her. I love her personality, but her runway looks are always just awful. Her Bond Girl Glamorama outfit was shite. Just like last week, it was all creased and crumpled and very unflattering to her body shape. Bond Girl? Try more Bond Henchman, and I mean that literally because she looked so henched in those shoulder pads. She looked like Naomi Campbell if she was a businesswoman in the 80s and then had to partake in an American football game afterwards. Oh, and just the thought of Daniel Craig trying to seduce that beast! But yeah, she should have gone home for that outfit alone. It was monstrous. I will say she was good in the acting challenge, but she was completely outshined by Baga Chipz. To be honest, I don't really see her lasting much longer in the show, because if she didn't shine in the acting challenge and she's a professional actress, then yeah, I don't know where else she really will shine in this show. She's certainly not a look queen, she can't do makeup, and unless she's doing Lenny Henry for her Snatch game, I really don't see how she will progress any further in this show. But she does have a nice personality. The best look on the runway for me tonight was, again, by a country mile, the Vivienne. I instantly got Grace Jones. I knew who she was channeling, but she made it her own, and again, she was fashionable and gorgeous. She knows how to turn an outfit. I also really liked Crystal's James Bondage look. I thought that was pretty cool, but I'm still yet to be wowed by Crystal. She hasn't won me over just yet. I don't like or dislike her, I'm just a bit indifferent towards her at the moment. Maisie Williams as a guest judge was fine. I liked what she said about Scaredy Cat's outfit, reminding her of a Wes Anderson movie. That was also in my mind when I was watching it. But, you know, compared to Andrew Garfield last week, who was just consistently funny and living his best life, she just wasn't as entertaining as a guest judge, so she was fine. Overall, I would say the episode was good, but I definitely laughed more in the first episode. But what was nice about this episode is that we did get to know the queens a little bit better this week, and because of that, we got some nice emotional moments with Davina DeCampo, Ting Wong, and Cheryl Hole. It's always nice when you get to know the queens on a deeper level. The acting challenge was alright, nothing memorable apart from Baga Chipz. Evening, governor! And personally, I thought the lip sync was a little bit underwhelming, but I did think it was time for Scaredy Cat to go. Out of 10, I'm going to give episode 2 a 6.5 out of 10. There you go, guys. That is my review, talk, discussion of RuPaul's Drag Race UK episode 2. But as always, this is just one bloke's opinion. I'd love to hear from you guys. What did you guys think of this episode? Do you think Scaredy Cat was right to go home? If not, who do you think should have gone home this week? Whatever you guys think of this episode, whoever your favourites are, be sure to get involved in the discussion down below. If you guys are enjoying these videos and think I might deserve it, consider hitting that thumbs up button. And of course, don't forget to click subscribe so you stay up to date on all my latest content on Drag Race and film reviews, etc. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, any social media, all those links are in that video description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Effield, and I'll see you next time.